Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today we will discuss bagging for classification. So bagging is an ensemble learning technique used to improve the performance of a classification models. So the main idea behind bagging for classification is instead of training one classifier, train multiple classifiers on different subsets of data and combine their predictions to help reducing overfitting and improving the accuracy of the model. What it means, suppose you have a data set. It will divide the data set into multiple parts, okay, from the original data set. And then suppose I have chosen my base model as suppose support vector classifier for classification problem. So it will suppose I have chosen n estimate is equal to 5. Then it will divide my data set into 5 parts. And then suppose I have chosen support vector classifier. So it will apply support vector classifier one by one to those 5 divided data sets. Okay. So this is how bagging for classification works. Okay. So let's understand more clearly from this example how bagging works for classification. Suppose you have 1,000 training records, okay, 1,000 rows. So create bootstrap samples. Randomly, it will randomly create multiple data sets. Example, data 1, 1,000 rows, data 2, again 1,000 rows, data 3,000 rows, and data 4,000 rows. Okay, it will basically split the data set. Each data set is created by sampling with replacement. Suppose what is what it means. Each data set is created by sampling with replacement. Suppose you have original data set as your A, B, C, D, E. So how it will basically create the sampling with replacement. Suppose it will divide first data set as A, B, C, C, D. There is no E in that data. Now second data it has divided like B, C, D, double E. Okay, there is no A in the second data. Okay, so this is how it replaces. This is how it created the different data sets by sampling with replacement. Okay, so now step two. Train multiple classifiers. Suppose you have decision tree as your base model. So data set one, tree one, data set two, tree two, data set three, tree three. This is how it will train the model on each data set. Okay. Now we have multiple classifiers. Okay. Now what it will do, make predictions. Suppose a new customer arrives. Each tree will predict. Suppose tree 1 predicted yes, tree 2 predicted no, tree 3 predicted yes, tree 4 again predicted yes, tree 5 predicted no. So majority voting when you will count, then it yes has 3, no has 2. So then your final prediction will be yes because I have the majority count yes has 3. Okay. So this is called majority voting. This is how bagging for classification works. Okay. Now, so the most famous basically algorithm is random forest for bagging. It is called random forest and bagging because suppose the most famous example is of bagging is random forest. Okay. So it creates bootstrap samples, trains many decision trees. Always remember that the base model of random forest will be always decision tree. Okay, decision tree. So it will train many decision trees. Use majority for voting for classification. What I have explained here. Okay, now and lastly you can say begging plus decision tree is equal to your random forest. Okay, so this is how random forest works. We will see how begging classifier and random forest classifier works. Okay, practically. So let's see some advantage of begging. First is reduces overfitting, especially uses useful for decision trees. Okay, improves accuracy. Obviously, reduces variance. predictions becomes more stable because it is reducing overfitting also. Okay, we have already discussed Riz and Lasso algorithm for uh, decreasing the overfitting problem. Okay, so from this bagging also we can reduce overfitting, reduces variance also. Okay, works well on large data sets, can handle large amounts of data effectively. Okay, so now let's understand how we can perform bagging for classification practically. Okay, by both bagging classifier and random forest classifier. Let's see how we can do it. So first I will import some required libraries. Import pandas as ed and import matplotlib. I will plot some graph dot pyplot as, plt. Import seaborn as SNS. I will load dataset from again make moon dataset from our Scikit-learn. Okay, so that is a very good dataset for classification problem. Okay, so I will again in this video import that datasets, import make moons. Okay, now I will store this into x and y. I will call my make moons. Okay, I will take n samples. N samples mean total number of record. I will take suppose 1000. Okay, I will add some noise also. Let's add some noise 2%, 0.2. Okay, now sorry, that is a spelling mistake. Noise. Now what I will do, I will make a data frame in which I will take all input columns. There are total input columns and obviously one output column in this data set. We have already seen in our previous video. There are total three columns in this data set. Okay. Now I will take suppose df. Our first column I will take suppose x1. So x1 has all input columns. I will go for x and I will say give me all rows of first column. 0. 0 means first column. Give me all first column and all rows of first column. Now second, let's take x2. Now give me the second row as well. The second column as well. Sorry. Second column as well with all rows. I will give 1 for my second row, and in y column I will take the output, that is my y. Okay, now I will store this into data variable by creating a data frame. I will pass my df. Now let's check your data. So yeah, this is how your data is looking. X1, X2 your input, Y is your output. X1, X2 is your input, Y is your output. Okay. Now let's plot a graph to see how my data is looking. Sorry, not pair plot, scatter plot. Let's take X is equal to X1, X1. Let's take Y is equal to X2, and I will give data as my data. I will give comma here, and I will give hue parameter as my Y, and I will say plt dot show. So this is how my data is looking. Okay. This is your one category and this is your second category. Okay. Blue one is your one category and orange one is your second category. Okay. Now, now uh, I will take my data set, input data set into x input data.ilog I will use. Now I will take all rows, all columns, but I will not take the last column -1. That is my output column. I will take my output column into y data y. So xi has the input columns and y/o has output column. Okay. Now I will split the data set into 20% for the training and uh, sorry, 80% for the training, 20% for the testing. Okay. From scale dot model selection, import train test split. Train test split. Now I will now I will take all variables x train, x test, y train, y test. Okay, is equal to I will call my train test split. Now, what are my variables? Xi and yo, y/o, and I will take test size as 0.2. I want 20% as my testing data, and I will give random state is equal to 42. Okay, I have taken 0 by mistake. Yeah, my data gets split into 80% for the training and 20% for the testing. Okay, now I will import first bagging classifier from Scikit-learn dot ensemble import bagging. Okay. Scikit-learn dot ensemble bagging classifier. Second one I will import from Scikit-learn dot ensemble import. I will import random classifier. I will use random forest also. So I will import random forest classifier. Now what you want to give for random forest classifier, your base model will be decision tree. Okay. Bagging classifier, which model you want to take as your base model? Suppose I am taking support vector classifier. Okay. Support vector machine from sklearn dot. I will go for svm import svc. Okay. Now, now let's create an object to call bagging classifier. Bagging classifier. Okay. Now, bagging classifier, I will take estimator. Estimator means I will take svc. Estimator means I've already explained what base model you want to take. I am taking SV, support vector classifier, as my base model. Okay. Now I will give an estimator. An estimator is equal to I will give suppose 20. What I am saying here? I am saying here estimator as SVC. I am saying that take base model as support vector classifier and n estimator is equal to 20 means divide my data set into 20 parts, not 20 parts, 20 different types. Divide my data set 20 times into different types and use my support vector classifier on all those 20 divided data sets, different type of data sets. Use my SVC for all those 20 type of data sets. Okay, what I'm saying here. Now, Now I will fit my model. Busy.fit x train, comma y train. Okay. So training data gets fitted into my model. Let's check accuracy of my model. bg.score. I will take, I will see my accuracy for both X train and Y train into 100, comma. I will take X test also to check my data is getting overfitted or not, or it is working perfectly. Test. Now, so yeah, a little bit difference in my training data and testing data, but yeah, 96.5 for training and 95% for the testing. Okay, so this is what accuracy I am getting from my begging classifier by choosing my support vector machine as my base model. Let's check on random forest classifier. Suppose I will take an object to call my random forest classifier. Okay, now in this you don't need to take estimator. Okay, because it it is using decision tree as your base model. Okay, now if I will show you, these are some its hyperparameters. Okay, so these are some hyperparameters of random classifier. Estimator I will give, suppose an estimator. Suppose I am giving this time 30. Okay, an estimator I have explained what I am doing by an estimator by giving an estimators. Okay, I've already explained. Now fit. Let's copy this. Now fit your model, your training data into this. I will replace this by RF. Okay, it gets trained. Now let's check the accuracy on my random forest. Okay, random forest. X test. Sorry, not here. Here I don't need to change anything. I will change this RF. Now you can say it is a case of overfitting, right? Because you are getting 100% accuracy for your training and 93.5 for testing, right? So what you can do here, you can you can limit your max depth because it is taking decision tree as base model, so you can limit your max depth. You can limit your max depth. Suppose I am taking 4. So let's check. Yeah, it is still a case of overfitting. 95% accuracy for X train and 92 for X test. Let's try 5. Okay. So it is getting closer, but also there is a difference of 2%. So yeah, 96% for training and 94% for the testing. So this is how you can check on different numbers of max depth. Okay. So it should match the accuracy, both accuracy for training and testing for both. So we saw in this video how we can use bagging classifier, how we can choose my base model, what is the meaning of an estimators, how we can perform bagging classifier, random forest classifier for classification problem, how we can use bagging for classification. That's what we have learned in this video. In the next video, we will discuss how we can use bagging for regression problem. Okay, so that's all in this video. Thank you.